What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. At the end of 2017, Lil Wayne gave us Dedication 6. A month later, we now get D6 Reloaded, a whole second tape for Dedication 6. I thought it was kind of crazy to do that. All this music in such a short time, it's crazy. But at the same time, I was excited because the potential of Lil Wayne on Dedication 6 was greater than I've ever heard him in the last, I would say, 3 or 4 years. It was easily the best all-around project he's delivered for a long time. So I was like, bring on D6 Reloaded. And then the single started coming out. And then I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be good. He had all the good singles, Family Feud, Big Bad Wolf, and then the record with Joel Santana, and they all sounded good. It sounded like Wayne was back in his element. So now we're going to kick things off with my favorite songs from D6 Reloaded, the first of which is titled Gumbo, and it features Gutta Gutta. This beat right here always deserved better. It's one of Pierre's best productions that I've ever heard him in his short career thus far. And so I'm really glad that Wayne and Gutta decided to tackle this one because it was just too tough of a beat to pass up. With this record, Lil Wayne is really in like best rapper alive mode. I'm listening to it, I'm like, okay, not only is he going in with the lyrics, but he's also being, creative and innovative in a sense. Like towards the end of his verse, he starts to spell out a bunch of different things. And that right there is part of like the genius that Lil Wayne had during his, best rapper alive phase. I really do feel like after listening to the tape a few times that I found myself going towards Gumbo more than any other record on there. I think it's perhaps my favorite song on the entire project. Also, can we talk about Gutta Gutta real quick? I just wanted to say that I wasn't expecting it, but Gutta 2 times had his best verse like ever. I feel like out of everything that I've heard of Gutta Gutta over the years, this might be his best verse. Rapping alongside Wayne, he's always kind of stepped his game up. I mean, obviously Wayne blows him out of the water most times, but you cannot sit here and like overlook Gutta because he does step it up when the time is right. My other favorite song is called Bloody Mary featuring Joel Santana. With Wayne on a warpath on some of these songs, it only makes sense to bring in his old partner in rhyme. The two have made magic over the years, classics. And so I'm glad to see them working together, and not only just working together again, but the fact that it sounds good. Joel Santana, he's not going to be in his prime, but this is the best that I've heard him in years. It's kind of like he's dusting himself off. Like in the beginning, Joel's is nothing special. I mean, he drops a, you would think I was riding bikes the way I handle bars line. Like I've heard that before. It's not impressive whatsoever. But he does get gradually better throughout the verse. His New Jack City lines are really on point. And he just really compliments Lil Wayne on this record. And then Wayne comes on and really goes like bananas. Like I really enjoyed his flow on this, and then like his closing lines. He says, "Got the drugs to provide the coolest highs. The green is green and the white with the bluest eyes. The syrup and the juice collide. The two combine like suits and ties. Magic. Poof. Goodbye." That is definitely prime sounding Wayne right there. The syrup and the juice collide. The two combine like suits and ties. It's just the way that he's able to deliver it and makes it for a much more memorable appearance than just him going in. Because there's other records on Reloaded where he goes off, but I think it's a combination of what he's saying and how he says it that makes Bloody Mary another memorable record. Now, two honorable mentions real quick. The first is Big Bad Wolf. This is one of those records I was just talking about. Like, you really go off, and he's, hitting like that double time flow and just having fun, spazzing. The other one is Freaky Side. I like this record simply because of the beat choice. He did, Meek Mill's Dreams and Nightmares intro. Very iconic production, and he switches between the two beats. So it was good. I like that one. Now for my least favorite songs. Wheezy and Madonna featuring Stephanie. I have a short list of reasons why I dislike this song. One is that Wayne really tried to make a record out of this instead of just going in and killing it, or picking a beat that's more suitable to kill. I'm not above Wayne using the flow of the original songs, but I think with Wheezy and Madonna, Wayne is trying to kind of recapture the magic of Kendrick and Rihanna, and it just doesn't work out for him. Two is that Wheezy and Madonna just doesn't have a strong hook to it. It's one of those things that you like a first draft. It's a first draft idea, and it ultimately doesn't work. Also, having like the money team part was also pretty bad in my opinion. And the last reason why I dislike this song is because the auto-tune doesn't help. There are instances where Wayne uses auto-tune and it sounds phenomenal. And then there are other times where it just ruins the song, or it further ruins a song that is already bad. My other least favorite record is called Groupie Gang. Look, when Wayne can't even save a song, that's how you know it's bad. Gucci Gang was never a good record to me. The beat was not that good. The hook was repetitive in the worst way possible. I get why Wayne wanted to do this. It's a hot record right now. Everybody's talking about it, and why wouldn't you want to have your own version? It makes sense. But he doesn't really flip it in a way that sounds good. At the beginning of the song, DJ Drama comes on and he says Tunchi Gang. And I thought even that might be a better idea than Groupie Gang. But ultimately, this song was really doomed from the beginning. I will give it 1 point though, because Wayne does drop a Pootie Tang reference. Pootie Tang being one of the greatest movies of all time, so yeah. While I appreciate Dedication 6, D6 Reloaded is a lot closer to what the series should be like. This is the return of the skits. Also, there's more of a DJ Drama presence. But going back to the skits, it's always entertaining to hear Wayne talk at the end of these songs. He talks about all kind of different subjects. It's like DJ Drama must have submitted a bunch of questions to him, random, and had him answer at the end of these songs. For instance, you have him talking about the best gift that Drake has ever gotten him, or he talks about how, or like his starting five for his dream basketball team, who he would have. So it's things like that that kind of brings out Wayne's personality outside of the music. And so while some of these skits are not really like great to listen to over and over and over again, it does sound good to hear, a few times. The main things that hurt Reloaded are a few bad songs and ultimately just having a long time. There are 19 songs on here, an hour and 32 minutes, and I just did a video about how long albums are a disservice to the fans. And so I have to say that Wayne also falls into that category. As much as I love Lil Wayne and as much as he's killing some of these records, some of them are unnecessary. Some of them just didn't need to be out. Otherwise, I'm hopeful that this is not the last that we heard of Lil Wayne in 2018. I feel like he is trying to really enter like a real creative zone and gear up for when he's finally free from Cash Money, so he can drop the Carter 5, so he can give us more music, he can go on tour, he can make up all that money that he's lost out on over the years because of this lawsuit, because of Birdman holding him hostage. So those are my thoughts on Dedication 6 Reloaded. After you listen to this mixtape, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. And then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter @SermonsDomain. And as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching. And until next time, peace.